Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video on the channel. It's Gary here. I want to start off with just saying thanks to the NASCAR Heat Community Manager of Justin for sending me this trailer here for NASCAR Heat 5, and this is going to be my very first time seeing the trailer for the NASCAR Heat 5 video game, so I'm just going to let it play through one time so you guys can see it, and then right after that I'm just going to give my raw reactions immediately after. So definitely excited to see what we're going to be given in NASCAR Heat 5, which I cannot wait for the release of it, which is a lot sooner than NASCAR Heat 4. But we're just going to get right into the trailer and see what we're going to be given this year. All right, so there was my first look and maybe your first look as well at the NASCAR Heat 5 trailer, which comes out on July 7th for the Gold Edition, July 10th for the Standard Edition. Of course, I'm going to be buying the Gold Edition for content purposes so I can get it earlier than the Standard one. But I'm just going to let the trailer play in the background a few times, probably while I talk about it, maybe point out a few things here. But obviously, didn't get any legitimate gameplay in this trailer, which I'm sure which we will be getting that though in the future here. We just got a lot of cool little cinematic angles just to kind of give us a little bit of a hint at what's maybe to come here in NASCAR Heat 5. And I think that the first thing I noticed is just the lighting maybe seems a little bit different to me, which is in a positive way. They showed what looks like a lot of the angles you can get in the replay mode here in the NASCAR Heat games. Which I should mention, I really hope that there's an option to just have the TV broadcast type angle in NASCAR Heat 5 for the replay mode, because in NASCAR Heat 4 it kind of changes between TV broadcast mode and then other angles inside the car, on the car, inside the car, and on the roof of the car, which I hope we also have a roof cam in NASCAR Heat 5. But yeah, like I said, you're just seeing a lot of these replay angles here. There you see Chase Elliott at Martinsville, almost like we're highlighting a select certain amount of drivers like Chase Elliott, Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, Joey Logano, and William Byron. I don't know if there's any significance to that, but maybe there is. We'll have to wait and see. But you see that they're definitely pushing the refuse to lose, which is certainly a quote I really like. And really the mentality you have to have when it comes to racing. But yeah, going over maybe a few little kind of screenshots here. You saw the 24 of William Byron at ISM Raceway. Or Phoenix Raceway. I mean, I'm going to say ISM a lot, but you see the schedule kind of on your left-hand side. I was immediately looking at that, seeing maybe if they snuck anything into there, but it doesn't look like they did. But it looks like it's just kind of going over the 2020 schedule, which obviously we got the 2020 schedule here in the game, and it's not going to be like what we're dealing with now with Charlotte back-to-back, Darlington back-to-back due to the whole situation happening. But like I said, something seems like a tiny bit different to me. I mean, I very well could be wrong, but something does seem a little bit different there with the lighting to me in like a good way. As you see, though, the 24 car of William Byron, very curious to see how many paint schemes we get per driver in this game, as well as we're going to look through a few more screenshots that I just kind of took. This one right here, this is the shot of the trailer that actually kind of caught my eye the most, simply because you see a car there spinning, the 73, which looks like maybe down into turns 1 or turns 3 here at the Brickyard 400 at Indianapolis. But there you see the 4 of Kevin Harvick going towards the wall, 21 of Matt DiBenedetto on the bottom. But the 73 obviously looks like a custom car, so I'm not sure maybe if that's some type of career mode type of screenshot. But either way, you can see the paint scheme on the car. Looks like maybe that is a new paint scheme coming to the game with the paint booth. I think they're calling it this year or something like that. But either way, definitely looks different and something that kind of caught my eye. I'm very curious to see what they're going to be doing with the car customization this year. I heard there's going to be a few new changes there, like with rims and stuff, and maybe the spoiler as well, which is going to be a very cool addition. The car customization as well is to me a really big thing in the NASCAR Heat series for me because simply because I really want a lot more options, the kind of like the older games where you could just have full control, use shapes and whatnot to just completely design your car from scratch. Obviously, I think we will get that eventually. Not sure if we're going to get that this game, probably not. Maybe in the next generation of consoles, we'll see that with like NASCAR Heat 6. But I'm hoping that in career mode we have a little bit more freedom, possibly with the car customization. I'm sure we'll get a little more info on that later down the line from the guys at NASCAR Heat. But obviously, right now, like in NASCAR Heat 4 career mode, you don't really have control on what design your car has, and I would definitely like to have an option to change that, as well as beforehand, you can't really see the design of your car before you go to like a custom team, which is something I hope that we get changed in NASCAR Heat 5. I would love to be able to see what the car looks like as well. Even better to be able to just choose my design from the templates that they give us, and with the options of possibly, from what I heard, maybe being able to customize the color of the spoiler in like the new game. That, I mean, that in itself just draws my interest simply because I think of playoffs and whatnot, and how in real life the cars always have the playoff colors on like the spoiler and whatnot, and I would love to just be able to throw my playoff color on the spoiler, which I would assume is probably going to be yellow in the Cup Series now, with just the whole rebrand of the Cup Series in general. But just by looking at the scheme there of that car crashing, I mean, definitely have a little more interest maybe in running a custom team in the Cup Series in career mode if we have more freedom and whatnot over customization. I think I heard there's new number fonts coming as well, and that definitely piques my interest. But I think that we're going in a very good direction with the whole car customization option in NASCAR Heat 5, and I just wanted to kind of expand on that a little bit because this screenshot here caught my eye certainly there with the 73, which is definitely looks like to me a custom car spinning there in the background. Here you now see a screenshot of Joey Logano at Charlotte Motor Speedway. I really like what they did with the whole little lighting thing there, with like almost looks like fire or something on the outline of the car. But like I said, kind of like they focused on a select amount of drivers here in this trailer to kind of do this effect on it. I just wonder if it has some type of value in the game, if it's some type of significance. I don't think it will be, but you never know. But you see on the left side, 3 Charlottes in a row. I don't know if that's the legitimate schedule, but I don't remember 3 Charlottes in a row, so that kind of catches me off. I'm forgetting something maybe here on the schedule. So I literally just paused the commentary and actually thought about it for a minute. I have maybe an idea of what that could be, because there is the All-Star race as well as the Showdown, I think it's still called, before the All-Star race to get into the All-Star race. What if, though, that is what those 2 Charlotte logos there above the Coca-Cola 600 signify? What if maybe that's a hint at maybe we're getting the exhibition races like the Showdown, the All-Star race, maybe the duels? I don't even know what the duels are called anymore, the Gatorade duels or something like that. Maybe the Clash? Who knows? I think that would be a really cool addition, and like I said, I didn't think they were hinting at anything at all here maybe in that little schedule thing, but now that I think about it, maybe there's a chance that we could be getting something like the All-Star race as well as the Showdown. I very well could be wrong. I probably am wrong, but just a thought when they have 3 of those in a row, because it looks like the schedule is in order, so definitely interesting to me. That's one of the things now that has definitely caught my eye and my interest that we're going to have to look and see. I don't know, though. I probably am wrong, so bear with me on that. And here's the last screenshot I took, but I'm not going to lie, that's actually going to be really in my head now. I'm really speculating that hard, and I think there is a potential that we do get like an all-star race, but that's the last screenshot I took. Just a little in-car view that you see in the replay mode a lot in my career mode videos in NASCAR Heat 4. You see the 48 of Jimmy Johnson there, Ryan Blaney, with a bunch of smoke pouring out of the hood here at the paperclip of Martinsville. Like I said, the lighting just seems a little bit different in a really good way. I don't know how to really explain it, but I mean, I might be the only one noticing that. I don't know, but that's so far just the major thing that caught my eye from the trailer. Just to me, at least, the lighting seems a little bit different. Very hard to so far tell what the AI is like. We just got some quick little snippets, but definitely has my confidence higher, especially with my own little speculation going here now of possibly some exhibition races. Like I said, I'm probably wrong about that and just diving too deep into it, but we're going to obviously probably learn pretty soon if that's true or not. But those are some of my main just takeaways so far from the trailer. Definitely excited for NASCAR Heat 5. Can't wait to play it. On July 7th is when the Gold Edition comes out. That's the one I'm going to be getting. So then I can play it 3 days earlier and make content 3 days earlier. It's all about the content now. Is definitely excited for NASCAR Heat 5. And I'm really intrigued now to see if we do get exhibition races. Like I said, I'm probably pretty wrong on that, but who knows? But I mean, there's got to be a reason why they had 3 Charlotte logos in a row, and that's the only thing I can personally come up with in my head. Maybe if you guys have other ideas, put it down in the comments, but I mean, that's really the only thing that comes to my mind. So maybe we will get an all-star racing like the Showdown. I'd be interested. And then if we get those, maybe will we get like the duels at Daytona, the Clash? Who knows? I mean, I guess we'll find out in a little while. But definitely interested to see maybe now, hopefully, some legitimate gameplay here in the future to see if we get any little new additions to the gameplay. Definitely looking forward to that. Would love to see some new camera angles as well. I'm really hoping that we get a roof camera, kind of like the one they have in the replay mode, and just be able to drive in the actual game with that camera. But definitely looking forward to see what is coming here for NASCAR Heat 5 in the future with some more news or just gameplay getting revealed, hopefully. So thank you all for taking the time out of your day to watch this one. I did not mean for it to be this long. It just kind of happened. So like I said, thank you all for taking the time out of your day to watch this one, and I will see you guys next time. Have a great day, everybody.